Hello everyone! Today I wanted to talk about some kind of spooky books. So if you haven't chosen any spooky books to read around Halloween, here are some ones that I've enjoyed. So I chose 2 classics and then 3 kind of YA books. So the first classic I have is Sleepy Hollow by Washington Irving. This is kind of a collection of stories, or this particular book, by Washington Irving that are kind of like creepy and just atmospheric, so it has like Rip Van Winkle, but the main story is The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, and about the writer with no head. So it's a classic. Several movies have been made about it. So there's that one, and it's a pretty short read. The next one is one that I actually really enjoyed. It's Bram Stoker's Dracula. So a long time ago when I was reading the Twilight books, I told one of my brothers, "Oh, I'm reading a vampire book," and he said, "Those are not vampire books. This is a vampire book," and he gave me this book. And I really enjoyed it. The story of Dracula is kind of told through like journal entries and newspaper articles, so it's kind of interesting. But it tells a story of just Dracula and the characters that kind of figure out that there's vampires. So it was very good. So this would definitely be a kind of a 4 or 5 star read for me. So if you haven't read it, read it. So the next ones are kind of some different ones. The Hearts We Sold by Emily Lloyd Jones. This is a book I feel that's very underrated. I've hardly seen it anywhere, and it was actually a really good read. It didn't have the ending I thought it would, but still it was really good. Just the writing and the story. This is a story about it's a story about where people can make deals with demons for wishes. So if you say, "Oh, okay, I want a wish, but you can have my arm, or you can have my eye," and this girl makes a deal with a demon to get out of her like really bad home life, so she trades her heart to be able to get out of her bad home situation, and because of that she can't really feel, but then things start happening, and she kind of goes into that war of like fighting against some evil stuff, and it was really good, very atmospheric, but yes, just the ending was not what I expected, but it was really good. So, The Hearts We Sold. The next one is Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. So this is kind of a retelling of Jane Eyre, where Jane Eyre is a kind of a serial killer. So just bad things happen in Jane Eyre, and what do you know? Jane Eyre's behind it. And it was, if you like retellings, you will like this book. You kind of get why she does the stuff she does. I enjoyed reading it. So, yes, so Jane Steele by Lindsay Fay. Here's where Jane Eyre is a serial killer. And the last one is a book I just read, The Dark Descent of Elizabeth Frankenstein. I went to the book signing for it. So it's by Kristen White, and Kristen White wrote Who Makes the Monster, and that's kind of a theme in this story. So this is the story of Frankenstein, but told through the perspective of Elizabeth, I think, Lavenza. So I've never read the story of Frankenstein, but I kind of want to read it now that I've read this. And it's just like her finding out about the monster, and what Dr. Frankenstein was doing. So this was a good one also. So there are some books. So if you haven't picked out a book to read in the next couple weeks, so there are some ideas. I'm trying to put on hold at my library Frankenstein, because I actually don't have a copy of Frankenstein, just so I can hear it on audio. So that's one that I'll be reading closer to Halloween. Anyway, which Halloween creepy books will you be reading in the next couple weeks? Let me know. And I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks. Bye.